As of yesterday morning, it is confirmed the snakes are on the move. I had Chris come up with me to open the greenhouse. Yesterday morning I came up here, I was making my way around, opening all the windows, and was about 2 inches from stepping on a black racer. Thought I was gonna have a heart attack. It just quickly slithered away. But yeah, so I'm like, you're going up here with me today, and we got to get like all that grass and stuff cut up around it so I can see, which, I mean, if I would have been paying attention, I would have seen it. But hopefully we won't step on any snakes today. Chris has given our asparagus a good drink of water. They've been in the ground for how many days and how long ago? A couple days since we planted it. It all looks really nice. It's another busy day at Big Cedar Farm. Chris is on the tractor working on smoothing out the road down to the back of the property where the cabin is. I am up here at the older chicken house trying to clean it up some. The new chicken house is about complete finally. The 2 baby chicks that are in the transitional area will be joining the older chickens next week because we have other baby chicks that need to go into transition, and we'll be having other baby chicks that will be hatching next week. So everybody will have to move around. So we need to get this done before then. So the new chicken house, then this chicken house, and then that junk over there with all the tarps, the ugly thing. Yep, that one that was supposed to be temporary, and we had it for like, what, 2-3 years. It will go. We can finally tear that mess down. So what I'm doing right now is I'm in here just trying to clean the inside up. Let me show you guys. I got stuff pulled out of it. Inside the chicken house, I've been working to clean these little egg boxes, chicken lay hens boxes, whatever. I sound like Chris now. Chicken laying boxes. These things right here. I've been working to clean those out. I have real fancy tools to scoop all the old bedding out. So I got those as good as I can. Let's talk about that for anyone that's new to chickens, starting to raise chickens. It's that time of year. Everyone gets excited. They'll run to Tractor Supply. Hey, I don't blame you. That's how we all started. You'll learn chicken math real soon. And if you know what I'm talking about, why don't you put in comments what chicken math is? But anyways, let's talk about bedding. You have different options. There are mats that you can put in these boxes. Right here, mats, they go in real nice. We have some, we use them in our other laying boxes. For these, we've always used hay, straw, or like the pine cedar chips you get from Tractor Supply. Really want to use the pine cedar chips because they're just easy. It's nice and soft. The chickens like laying in that bedding. The downside is it's a lot more messy. When you have straw or hay, you pull it all out, it comes out in one clump, and then you just switch it. And you can see with the chips, I have to use these fancy tools. It's a little bit more tedious. But the way we're doing the flooring in here, which I'll get into that sooner, I know it won't be that bad, because basically I'll scoop it out, dump it on the floor, and mix it in with the other stuff that we're having on the floor, which, like I said, I'll explain later. So that's where I'm at. Those are cleaned out. These nesting poles that are kind of a mess will be coming down. We'll redo them. We just want to redo them, make sure everything's nice in here, like as new as we can make it look is what we'll do. I wanted to really just pressure wash the whole inside just because I want to get it clean. But my concern is, hold on, it's loud. My concern with pressure washing the entire side is obviously one of the key things with your chicken house is making sure it stays dry. Now, there's no chickens in here right now. I could pressure wash it out. You know, the door stays open. Right now I'm getting a nice breeze. It should dry, but what if it doesn't? I don't want any wetness to stay. And I mean, I don't really think the chickens really care if it doesn't look perfect. So, you know, I'm gonna just try not to be so OCD about it. And I got me a snow shovel, actually. The snow shovel I'm gonna be using to scrape this floor out. So I'm just gonna take it and scrape all the crap, literal chicken crap, off that I can, and call it a day. I think that'll be good. I mean, hopefully I can stop myself from pressure washing in here, because I mean, that is a worry. So that's where we're at. So now it's time to clean up the floor and the sides with my little snow shovel. Well, thanks for joining me in the chicken house. It may not be fancy, but it's what we do. It makes food. So next to come would be the floor. See, this had a wooden floor. When Chris originally built this chicken house over 10-15 years ago, he was able to pick it up and move it around with the Bobcat. It's in bad shape. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut all the flooring out, so then we will have a dirt floor. By having a dirt floor in here, it makes it actually pretty, like, that's what I want, because by having a dirt floor, what I can then do is keep a layer of lime and then a layer of sawdust, mulch. Most people use mulch, but you know, we have a lot of sawdust, so maybe both, whatever I have on hand at the time. And so you start with a layer of lime, a layer of mulch and or sawdust, and when it gets dirty, and like noticeably dirty, you would just simply stir it up, mix it up real good, and then do another layer of lime and another layer of mulch. And you just keep doing that, and every however often, depending on how many chickens you have, because that depends on how dirty it's getting, then you just shovel it out and you have the start of some great compost. And it's just easy. And that brings me back to what I said with the pine chips from Tractor Supply that I'll use in the nesting boxes. So all I have to do really is, okay, the floor is dirty, it's time to clean it. I'll just go through and yank some of the dirty pine chips out of the nesting boxes, throw it right on the floor, and I'll just mix it right in with the other stuff that's getting mixed up right on the floor. Easy peasy. So I went with Chris the other day to Tractor Supply because he needed a lawnmower belt.
Yep.
And let's just show you, we found, I found better lawnmower belts than he did. So let's take a look. We're friends. Here, you get that one, I'll get another one. Oh.
So here's one of the lawnmower belts we got. It's cute.
Here's the second lawnmower belt we got. Hey, you hold them? I'll get the other one. Where you at, baby?
They're so cute. And squirmy.
Oh, I'm sorry, little baby. I didn't want you.
This is my favorite one here, but he's not as squirmy.
Oh, hey, baby chick. Oh, oh no, baby. Oh, okay. All right.
This one's getting out of my hand. He's too squirmy.
Here's a third lawnmower baby. So these are the lawnmower belts that I picked out at Tractor Supply.
This is the one I picked out.
Yeah, he's the cutest. They're hanging out with their baby chicks, and they're their own little special home.
All right.
Look behind the other. Look, he's so cute. Here, bring that over here. Hey, babies. Hey. Hey, babies. Hi. Oh.
So I did actually get my real lawnmower belt. I just put it on, so cut a little grass to test it out. Everything works good. So here's an update on our wood chipper engine. We've got it mostly apart. We got the cam out, we got the valves out, valve springs. All we have to do now is take the oil pan off and pull out the crank and pistons. Then we'll be able to bore this thing out and get our rebuild kit. But first we got to figure out how much we got to bore it, because these cylinders are pitted up pretty bad. They're in pretty rough shape. We may even have to sleeve it. I don't know yet. But we got to get it all apart and bore it out to see. If not, we'll have to sleeve it. But that's where we're at on the engine. We'll be probably boring it out next week. So we'll have more on this thing. Well, the chickens are here waiting their turn. What's up, people? Giving you a little farm update today. We had these plants outside the greenhouse. We're up at the greenhouse right now. And let me flip the camera around. So we had these plants outside the greenhouse, and they sit here overnight. And eat my onion. So we sit these out of the greenhouse, sit them overnight, just because it was nice weather, and something came in here and ate a lot of our
Cauliflower,
cabbage and cauliflower. We don't know what. Could have been deer, maybe been rabbits, I'm not sure, but they sure had a good time eating them up. So I guess we're going back in the greenhouse with some of this stuff, or at least up high. We think it was a rabbit because they got everything that was down on the ground, but didn't get anything that was on the shelves. But it could have been deer, I don't know. But the lower shells are even okay, so I'm guessing it's probably a rabbit. Oh, and Bonnie's got an armful of tree clippings, apple trees and pear trees.
We'll be working on that this coming week.
One of our neighbors that has a lot of fruit trees took a bunch of clippings for us, so he dropped them off while we were at the house. We just came home and there was a ton of clippings in bags. They're all labeled, but they were all sitting in the garage. So that's cool. And it's like 400 degrees in here. Our cabbages are doing good. As hot as it is, our cabbages are doing really good. So we got plants sprouting up everywhere. These things are awesome. This is all, I think, okra. My poblanos are not growing yet.
They need more time.
And my habaneros are not coming up yet.
They need more time.
And it's like 4,000 degrees in here, so they should be popping up.
They need more time, baby.
But lots of other stuff is coming out great. Eggplants and just all kinds of goodies. Tomatoes. Yep, we got tons of stuff coming up. So we're excited. We're ready to plow. And I'm just waiting on this garden to dry up a little bit. It's super wet today. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little drier. And I may even hit it up this evening a little bit and do a little plowing. I just got to check it first. That's our greenhouse update. We'll check our dirt real quick in the garden. I think some of this is pretty dry. Yeah, that's pretty dry, I think. It's a little moist in the bottom. I think over there there's still some wet spots. Maybe I'll wait another day. Yeah, I probably will, because I don't want to turn this wet dirt up. I kind of need to. I need to turn it so it'll dry some. But at the same time, I think it might be a little wet. I'd rather be drier than too wet to plow, because you end up with a lot of chunks out here you can't break up. And that stuff's a pain. But you can see that dark spot there. That was, I guess, sitting water right there at one point. Yeah, it's still pretty muddy. Not muddy, but it's wet. You can see the straw down the edge here where water was sitting so high. That would have been the edge of the puddle. So there's one low spot here I need to address. And there's one right over there. I don't know if you can see that dark spot, but I know that's wet. That looks like mud. So maybe we'll wait another day. But I'm super eager to get some plants in the ground. I'd love to hear from you guys. If any of you planning this early or already got your garden started. We're in north to mid Georgia, so I don't know what, I guess people out on the coast and further south are already planting. We're ready to, we're afraid there might be another cold snap. We're not sure. It's been a little cold these last couple of days. This morning I think it got down to like 40s or somewhere around there, but I think it's high as like 72 today, which I'm wearing a hoodie. I should take it off. I'm already sweating, but we're just kind of waiting. Maybe another week, I'm not sure. But as soon as I get this plowed, I think we're gonna go ahead and start planting. But I'd love to hear from any of you guys what you've got in the garden and when you're starting your garden and what your dates are for planting. But comment below. Down with our garden work and other chores, and we're smoking some chicken right now, and we're about to go eat dinner. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Leave comments if you'd like. We'd love to hear from you guys that are gardening already and find out what you're putting in the ground this early, or if you're planting it all this early. And like I said, come back for more.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.